Hi, hello, how are you? See, I want to respond to this comment right here with a video because Cynthia and I were going back and forth because she is telling me that she wants to rock big crazy hair, but she doesn't have the self-confidence to do so. She's worried about what other people think. And I just need to have a little heart to heart with y'all because when I read that, it broke my heart. Now look at her picture. Now, I don't know anything about this woman. I don't know what she does for a living. I don't know if she's a mom. I don't know if she's a nice person. But when I see this picture, I see a beautiful woman. Period. And not that it's all about looks, but confidence is so important. Confidence is powerful. If you are confident, whether you are walking into a job interview or you are just walking into a room, if you are confident, you are powerful. And we all have the ability to be powerful and confident because that is something that comes from within. Confidence comes from within and it is a learned behavior. It's not a personality trait. It's nothing we were born with. We all have the ability to work on our confidence and be more powerful. All right? Because other people's opinions of us is none of our business. And as women, we should feel confident. We should feel beautiful. And we should know that we were born to be exactly the way we are and that we are perfect. We are absolutely perfect. Now, are we always going to want smoother skin? Sure. Are we always going to want nicer hair? Absolutely. Are we always going to want nicer things? Of course. But that doesn't mean that we can't have perspective and appreciate the things that we do have. I actually saw a meme on Facebook the other day. It was a little cartoon image. And the first image was a guy like in a rust bucket car. And he was looking at the guy next to him. And he had this big, brand new, shiny vehicle. And he was like, wow, what that must be like to drive a brand new car. And then the next image was of a guy standing at a bus stop. And he is looking at the guy in the rust bucket saying, wow, what that would be like to have your own vehicle to take you from place to place. And then the last image is of a man in a wheelchair. And he's looking out the window at the man standing at the bus stop. And he says, wow, what it must feel like to stand on your own two legs. Right? It is all about perspective. Now, are we always going to want more for ourselves? Absolutely. But do we need to take a second and appreciate what we have? For sure. In all aspects of our life, including our appearance. You need to realize that you were made beautifully just the way you are. And you need to own that, girl. Confidence is a learned behavior. And the more you tell yourself that you're beautiful, the more you tell yourself that you're talented, the more you tell yourself that you're successful, the more all of those feelings are going to be true. And then it ain't gonna matter what anybody says or what anybody thinks about you. Because you know inside how kick-ass you are. Don't give that power to somebody else. That power comes from within. And we all have the ability to be confident and powerful.